Hello, beautiful soul. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. And as you settle into this moment, know that you are exactly where you need to be. There's something so special about this time we're sharing together, and I feel honored that you've chosen to spend these precious minutes with me. Your heart has guided you here for a reason, and that reason is love. Love for yourself and a deep knowing that you deserve so much more abundance in your life. I see you there, perhaps feeling a little uncertain about money, maybe carrying some worry about your financial situation, or simply longing for that sense of security and freedom that comes with having enough. Whatever brought you here today, I want you to know that these feelings are completely natural and nothing to be ashamed of. Money touches every part of our lives, doesn't it? From the roof over our heads to the food we eat, from the dreams we want to pursue to the people we want to help. Money is woven into the fabric of our daily experience. But here's what I've learned in all my years of helping people transform their lives. The relationship we have with money isn't really about money at all. It's about the relationship we have with ourselves, with our sense of worthiness, and with our belief in what's possible for us. Today, we're going to explore something truly magical together, a simple practice that you can do just 4 times a day that will begin to shift everything about how abundance flows into your life. This isn't about complicated formulas or secret techniques that only special people can master. This is about returning to a truth that lives within you right now, the truth that you are worthy of prosperity, that you deserve to live without financial stress, and that the universe is ready and waiting to support you in ways you may not have even imagined yet. The practice I'm going to share with you has been used by thousands of people who have discovered that when we change our inner world, our outer world begins to change in the most beautiful ways. What I love about this particular approach is how gentle it is. You don't need to completely overhaul your life overnight. You don't need to become a different person or fix everything that feels broken. All you need is a willingness to spend a few moments each day connecting with a new possibility, a new way of thinking about yourself and your relationship with money. These small, loving moments will begin to create ripples of change that expand far beyond what you might expect. As we journey together today, I want you to allow yourself to receive. Sometimes we get so caught up in giving and doing and working hard that we forget how to simply receive the good that wants to come to us. Right now, just for these few minutes, let yourself be open to receiving new ideas, new perspectives, and new hope about what's possible for your financial life. Trust that your willingness to be here, your desire for something better, is already setting beautiful changes in motion. Now let's talk about something that might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but I promise you it's going to be so healing. Most of us carry around what I like to call a money story, a collection of beliefs and feelings about money that we picked up long before we even knew we were learning. These stories usually began when we were very young, listening to the adults around us talk about money, watching how they handled financial situations, and absorbing their emotions about having enough or not having enough. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees, or that rich people are greedy, or that good people shouldn't want too much. Maybe you witnessed arguments about money, felt the tension when bills came due, or noticed how your parents' moods changed when financial pressure mounted. Or possibly you heard that you had to work incredibly hard to earn every penny, that money was scarce and you had to fight for your share, or that wanting financial comfort was selfish when others had so little. These early experiences created deep grooves in our thinking, like paths worn into the earth by countless footsteps. Our young minds, trying to make sense of the world, formed conclusions about money that felt true and safe at the time. A child who watches their parents stress about money might decide money causes problems, so it's better not to have too much. Another child who sees their family struggle might conclude, there's never enough to go around, so I better not ask for what I need. What's so important to understand is that these beliefs made perfect sense when we were small. They were our way of trying to feel safe and loved in our family environment. But now, as adults, these same beliefs might be creating the very financial limitations we're trying to overcome. The little voice that says, people like us don't have nice things, or I don't deserve more than I have, isn't protecting us anymore. It's holding us back from the abundance that wants to flow into our lives. The beautiful thing about beliefs is that even though they feel very real and true, they're actually just thoughts that we've practiced thinking for a long time. And just like we learn to ride a bicycle or tie our shoes, we can learn new ways of thinking about money. We can create new beliefs that serve us better, that open doors instead of closing them, that invite prosperity instead of pushing it away. This isn't about judging our past or feeling bad about the beliefs we've carried. Those beliefs served a purpose, and the people who taught them to us were doing the best they could with what they knew at the time. This is about recognizing that we get to choose what we believe now. We get to look at our money story with compassion and then gently, lovingly begin to write a new chapter. Your worthiness isn't tied to how much money you have or don't have. Your value as a human being isn't determined by the number in your bank account or the size of your paycheck. You are worthy of abundance simply because you exist, because you are a unique and precious expression of life itself. When we can begin to separate our sense of self-worth from our net worth, something magical starts to happen. We stop trying to earn our way to being good enough, and we start allowing good things to come to us because we know we deserve them. The connection between how we feel about ourselves and how money flows in our lives is much stronger than most people realize. When we carry feelings of unworthiness or shame about our financial situation, we unconsciously push away the very prosperity we're hoping to attract. But when we can hold ourselves with love and see ourselves as deserving of good things, we create an inner environment where abundance can take root and grow. There's something profound happening in your body right now as we talk about money. You might notice your shoulders tensing up, or perhaps your breathing becoming a little shallower, or maybe a familiar knot forming in your stomach. This is your body's way of responding to thoughts and feelings about money, and it's completely normal. Our bodies hold our emotions, including all the anxiety, fear, and stress we've experienced around financial matters. When we think about paying bills, our heart rate might quicken. When we consider asking for a raise, our palms might get sweaty. When we dream about having more money, we might feel a mix of excitement and guilt that creates physical tension. These body responses aren't wrong or bad. They're simply information about how deeply our money beliefs are wired into our entire system. The stress response that many of us experience around money actually works against us in attracting abundance. When our bodies are tight with worry, when our nervous system is activated by financial fear, we're operating from a place of survival rather than prosperity. It's like trying to plant a garden in soil that's hard and dry. The seeds of abundance have a difficult time taking root when our inner environment is contracted with stress. But here's what's beautiful about working with the mind-body connection. When we can help our bodies feel safe and relaxed around the topic of money, we create space for new possibilities to emerge. When our nervous system is calm, our thinking becomes clearer. When our bodies are open and receptive, we're more likely to notice opportunities, to take inspired action, and to allow good things to flow to us. This is why the practice I'm about to share with you is so powerful. It's not just about changing our thoughts. It's about changing how our entire being relates to money and abundance. We're going to help your body remember what it feels like to be prosperous, what it feels like to feel financially safe, what it feels like to trust that there's enough and that you're worthy of having your needs met beautifully. Your body knows how to heal, how to relax, how to open up to receiving good things. Throughout your life, you've experienced moments of abundance, maybe not financial, but abundance of love, of joy, of connection, of beauty. Your body remembers those feelings of fullness and satisfaction. We're going to help your body apply those same feelings to your relationship with money. When you think about money from a place of physical ease and emotional calm, everything changes. Your creativity flows more freely. Your intuition becomes sharper. Your ability to see solutions and opportunities expands. You start making decisions from wisdom rather than fear, and you begin to notice that the universe is constantly presenting you with ways to improve your financial situation. This mind-body approach to abundance isn't just theory, it's based on how our nervous system actually works. When we're relaxed and confident, we naturally take better care of ourselves. We speak up for what we need. We're more generous with others, which creates positive energy that comes back to us. We sleep better, which gives us more energy to pursue our goals. We attract people and situations that support our highest good because we're vibrating at a frequency of self-love and possibility. So now, my dear friend, I want to share with you the specific practice that has helped so many people transform their relationship with money and invite more abundance into their lives. This practice is beautifully simple yet incredibly powerful because it works with the natural rhythms of your day and the way your mind processes information. What we're going to do is create 4 special moments each day where you connect with a powerful truth about yourself and your capacity to receive abundance. The practice centers around one essential affirmation that you'll say 4 times each day at specific moments that align with your body's natural energy cycles. This affirmation is, "I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me easily and joyfully." Now, you might be thinking that sounds too simple, or perhaps part of you is resisting those words because they feel unfamiliar. That's perfectly natural, and it's actually why this practice is so effective. The reason we repeat this affirmation 4 times daily isn't arbitrary. It's based on how our minds actually create lasting change. Every time you speak these words with intention, you're creating a new neural pathway in your brain. Think of it like walking across a field of tall grass. The first time you walk across, you barely make a path. But if you walk the same route every day, eventually you create a clear, well-worn trail. That's exactly what happens in your brain when you consistently practice positive thoughts about money and abundance. The timing of these 4 repetitions is crucial because we're working with your natural circadian rhythms and the different energy states you experience throughout the day. Your brain is more receptive to new programming at certain times, and your emotional state varies as you move through your daily activities. By placing this affirmation at strategic points in your day, we're maximizing its impact and helping it integrate into your entire being. Each time you say this affirmation, you're not just speaking words, you're making a declaration to the universe about who you are and what you're ready to receive. You're telling your subconscious mind to start looking for evidence that supports this new truth about yourself. You're sending a message to your body that it's safe to relax around money and open up to prosperity. And you're aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance that's always available to you. What I love about this particular affirmation is how it addresses both worthiness and ease. So many of us have been taught that we have to struggle for money, that we have to work incredibly hard and sacrifice our well-being to earn financial security. But this affirmation invites us to consider a different possibility, that money can flow to us easily and joyfully, that we don't have to fight or force or exhaust ourselves to be prosperous. The word easily is especially important because it helps your nervous system relax. When you believe that abundance can come to you easily, You stop creating resistance through stress and strain. You become more open to opportunities that might come through joy, through connection, through creativity, through unexpected channels. And the word joyfully reminds us that prosperity isn't just about having enough. It's about enjoying the process, feeling grateful for what flows to us, and maintaining a light, happy energy around money. Now let's talk about how to begin your day in a way that sets you up for financial success and abundance. The morning hours are magical because your mind is fresh, your energy is renewed, and you have the opportunity to set the tone for everything that follows. This is when your subconscious mind is most receptive to new programming, making it the perfect time to plant seeds of prosperity consciousness. As soon as you wake up, before you reach for your phone or start thinking about your to-do list, I want you to take 3 deep breaths and connect with your body. Feel yourself lying in your bed, notice the comfort of your blankets, and appreciate this moment of peace before the day begins. This simple awareness helps ground you in gratitude and presence, which are the perfect foundation for abundance thinking. While you're still lying down, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Feel your body breathing, feel your heart beating, and take a moment to appreciate this amazing vessel that carries you through life. Say to yourself, "Good morning, beautiful body. Thank you for taking such good care of me." This act of self-appreciation immediately raises your vibration and helps you start the day from a place of love rather than criticism or worry. Now, while you're still in this peaceful state, speak your first affirmation of the day. I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me easily and joyfully. Say it slowly with intention, and really listen to the words as they come out of your mouth. Notice how they feel in your body. If they bring up any resistance or negative thoughts, don't worry about that right now. Just acknowledge those feelings with compassion and return to the affirmation. After you speak the affirmation, spend a few moments imagining what your day could look like if this statement were completely true for you. What would it feel like to move through your day knowing that you're worthy of abundance? How would you carry yourself? What kind of energy would you bring to your work, your relationships, your daily activities? Don't worry about making this visualization perfect. Just allow yourself to play with the feeling of being someone who trusts in their own worthiness and expects good things to flow to them. Before you get out of bed, set a gentle intention for your day by saying something like, "Today I'm open to receiving abundance in all its forms. I trust that the universe has beautiful surprises in store for me, and I'm ready to notice and receive them with gratitude." This intention doesn't mean you're expecting to win the lottery today, but rather that you're opening yourself up to all the ways that abundance might show up. A compliment from a stranger, finding a coin on the sidewalk, receiving an unexpected opportunity, or simply feeling grateful for what you already have. As you begin your morning routine, carry this energy of worthiness and openness with you. When you brush your teeth, do it with appreciation for your health. When you prepare your breakfast, feel grateful for the abundance of food available to you. When you choose your clothes, pick something that makes you feel good about yourself. These small acts of self-care and appreciation create an energetic foundation for abundance to build upon throughout your day. As your day unfolds and you find yourself in the midst of your regular activities, it's easy to get pulled back into old patterns of thinking and feeling about money. This is why our midday check-in is so important. Around noon, or whenever you naturally take a break in your day, you have an opportunity to reconnect with your abundance practice and realign your energy with prosperity consciousness. Find a quiet moment. It might be during lunch, while taking a walk, or even in the bathroom if that's the only private space available. The key is to create a brief pause in your day where you can step out of the busyness and remember who you really are and what you're creating in your life. take 3 deep breaths and bring your attention back to your body. Notice if you're carrying any tension from the morning's activities and gently release it with your exhale. This is the perfect time to speak your second affirmation of the day. I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me easily and joyfully. But this time, I want you to say it with even more conviction, because you've already been practicing worthiness consciousness since morning. You've had several hours to embody this truth, and each moment of practice makes the affirmation more real and powerful. If your morning was challenging, if you encountered any financial stress or worry, this midday moment is your opportunity to reset. You don't need to pretend that difficulties didn't happen, but you can choose not to let them define the rest of your day. Say to yourself, that was then, this is now. I choose to align myself with abundance and trust that everything is working out for my highest good. This simple reset can completely change the trajectory of your afternoon and evening. Use this midday moment to notice any abundance that has already shown up in your day, no matter how small. Maybe someone held a door open for you, or you found a good parking spot, or you received a kind text message. These might seem unrelated to money, but they're all forms of the universe saying yes to you, all evidence that you live in a friendly world that wants to support you. When you acknowledge these small gifts, you're training your mind to notice abundance in all its forms. If financial worry tries to creep in during your day, this is when you can use a quick abundance reset technique. Simply put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I am safe, I am loved, and I am provided for. This isn't about denying real financial concerns, but rather about approaching them from a place of calm wisdom instead of panicked fear. When you're centered in your worth and trust, you make much better financial decisions, and you're more open to solutions and opportunities. Take a moment to send gratitude to any money that flowed to you today, whether it was your salary, a small payment, or even finding change in your pocket. Say thank you to this money and feel genuine appreciation for its presence in your life. This gratitude creates a magnetic quality that attracts more money to flow your way. When we appreciate what we have, we create space for more to come. As evening approaches and your day begins to wind down, you have a beautiful opportunity to celebrate and reflect on all the abundance that showed up for you today. This evening practice is where you become a detective of prosperity, looking for all the evidence that the universe is constantly supporting you and providing for your needs. The third time you'll speak your affirmation comes during this evening reflection, and it carries a special energy because you're speaking it from a place of gratitude rather than hope. Find a comfortable place where you can sit quietly for a few minutes. This might be in your favorite chair, on your bed, or even outside under the stars. The important thing is that you feel peaceful and unhurried. Begin by taking several deep breaths and allowing your body to release any tension or stress from the day. Let your shoulders drop, soften your face, and feel yourself settling into this moment of reflection and appreciation. Now comes the beautiful part. You're going to look back over your day and celebrate every single form of abundance that appeared, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Start with the obvious ones. Any money that came to you today, whether through work, finding coins, receiving payments, or even saving money through a discount or coupon. Feel genuine gratitude for each of these financial gifts and say thank you to them as if they were dear friends who brought you presents. But don't stop there, because abundance comes in so many forms beyond money. Did someone give you a compliment today? That's abundance of appreciation. Did you share a laugh with a friend? That's abundance of joy. Did you notice a beautiful sunset or enjoy a delicious meal? Those are abundance of beauty and nourishment. When we train ourselves to recognize abundance in all its forms, we create an abundance consciousness that naturally attracts more prosperity into our lives. Perhaps today you received excellent service somewhere, or someone helped you with something, or you had a meaningful conversation, or you learned something new. Maybe you felt healthy and strong, or you had access to clean water and electricity, or you were able to hug someone you love. All of these experiences are forms of the universe saying yes to you, all evidence that you live in an abundant world that's constantly flowing good things your way. As you reflect on these experiences, notice how your body feels. When you focus on abundance and gratitude, your nervous system naturally relaxes and opens. This is the perfect state for speaking your third affirmation of the day. I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me easily and joyfully. Say it with deep appreciation for everything that has already flowed to you today, and with excited anticipation for what tomorrow might bring. This evening reflection time is also when you can acknowledge any financial challenges you face today without letting them diminish your sense of worthiness or possibility. If you had to pay a bill that stretched your budget, you can appreciate your ability to meet your obligations. If you worried about money at some point, you can acknowledge that worry with compassion and then choose to focus on solutions and opportunities instead of problems. Take a moment to write down 3 things you're grateful for from today. At least one should be financial, no matter how small. This might be as simple as having enough money for lunch, or as significant as receiving a bonus at work. The act of writing down your gratitude helps anchor these positive experiences in your consciousness and signals to your subconscious mind that you want to notice and attract more experiences like these. Before you move into your evening routine, set an intention for tomorrow's abundance. You might say something like, "Tomorrow I expect to receive even more evidence of my worthiness and the universe's generosity. I'm open to money flowing to me in expected and unexpected ways, and I trust that everything I need will be provided." This isn't about demanding specific amounts or outcomes, but rather about maintaining an energy of expectancy and trust that good things are constantly coming your way. As you prepare for sleep, you have access to one of the most powerful times for programming your subconscious mind for prosperity. The minutes before you fall asleep are when your conscious mind begins to quiet down and your subconscious becomes more receptive to new information and beliefs. This is when you'll speak your 4th and final affirmation of the day, and it carries special significance because it's the last thought you'll send into your subconscious before it spends the next 8 hours processing and integrating your experiences. Begin your bedtime abundance practice by creating a peaceful environment. Dim the lights, put away any devices that might distract you, and make your bedroom feel like a sanctuary of rest and restoration. As you settle into bed, take several slow, deep breaths and consciously release any stress or worry from the day. Imagine that with each exhale, you're letting go of anything that doesn't serve your highest good, making space for peaceful, prosperous dreams. Place both hands on your heart and feel it beating steadily in your chest. This beautiful organ has been working tirelessly all day to keep you alive and healthy, and it deserves your appreciation and love. Say to your heart, "Thank you for keeping me alive today. Thank you for all the love you've given and received. Rest well tonight and wake up tomorrow ready for even more abundance and joy." Now speak your final affirmation of the day with deep conviction and love. I am worthy of abundance, and money flows to me easily and joyfully. As you say these words, imagine them sinking deep into every cell of your body, every corner of your mind, every aspect of your being. See them as seeds of prosperity that will grow and flourish while you sleep, creating new neural pathways that support abundance and success. After speaking your affirmation, spend a few minutes visualizing yourself waking up tomorrow, feeling excited about the abundance that's coming your way. See yourself moving through your day with confidence and expectancy, noticing opportunities, making decisions from wisdom rather than fear, and attracting positive people and situations into your life. Don't worry about making this visualization detailed or perfect. Just enjoy the feeling of being someone who trusts in their worthiness and expects good things to happen. Your subconscious mind is always working, even while you sleep, and the thoughts and feelings you give it before bed become the material it works with throughout the night. When you fall asleep focused on abundance and worthiness, you're programming yourself for success. You might even receive insights, ideas, or solutions in your dreams, or wake up with a fresh perspective on a financial challenge you've been facing. End your bedtime practice by saying a simple prayer or statement of trust to the universe. Thank you for this beautiful day and all its blessings. I release any worry or control to you, trusting that you're working everything out for my highest good. I sleep peacefully knowing that I am loved, supported, and worthy of all good things. And so it is. Now I know that even with the most beautiful practices and the strongest intentions, old patterns of thinking about money can be stubborn and persistent. Let's talk about some of the most common wealth blocks that people encounter and how to work with them gently and effectively. Remember, these blocks aren't character flaws or permanent limitations. They're simply old programming that you can lovingly update with new, more supportive beliefs. One of the most common blocks I encounter is guilt around wanting money or having more than others. Perhaps you were taught that spiritual people shouldn't care about material things, or that it's selfish to want financial comfort when others are struggling. This kind of thinking creates tremendous internal conflict because part of you naturally wants security and freedom, while another part of you judges those desires as wrong or bad. The truth is that wanting financial stability and abundance is not only natural, it's healthy. When you have enough money to meet your needs comfortably, you're actually in a better position to help others and contribute positively to the world. Financial stress drains your energy and creativity, while financial freedom allows you to be more generous, more relaxed, and more focused on your purpose and relationships. You can want money for beautiful reasons, to take care of your family, to support causes you believe in, to have the freedom to pursue your dreams, or simply to enjoy the peace of mind that comes with financial security. Another common block is the belief that you have to choose between having money and being a good person. Maybe you grew up hearing that rich people are greedy or corrupt, or that money changes people for the worse. These beliefs create a subconscious fear of prosperity because part of you worries that having money will somehow make you less loving, less spiritual, or less connected to what really matters. But money is simply energy, and like any form of energy, it takes on the character of the person who wields it. A loving person with money becomes more capable of expressing their love. A generous person with money becomes more generous. A kind person with money becomes more effective at spreading kindness. Money doesn't change who you are at your core. It amplifies who you already are and gives you more resources to express your true nature. Sometimes the block comes from family patterns and social programming that runs very deep. If everyone in your family has struggled financially, you might unconsciously believe that having more money would separate you from your loved ones or make you disloyal to your roots. Or if you grew up in an environment where money was scarce, your nervous system might be programmed to feel unsafe when you have abundance, as if having too much will attract unwanted attention or somehow jinx your good fortune. These patterns require extra gentleness and patience because they're connected to your sense of belonging and identity, You can honor your family and your background while still allowing yourself to prosper. You can stay connected to your values and your loved ones while creating a different financial reality for yourself. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for your family is to break the cycle of financial struggle and show them that abundance is possible. When these old beliefs surface, and they will, the key is not to fight them or judge yourself for having them. Instead, acknowledge them with compassion and then gently redirect your attention to your new truth. You might say, "Thank you, old belief, for trying to protect me. I appreciate your concern, but I'm safe to prosper now. I choose to believe that I'm worthy of abundance and that money flows to me easily and joyfully." Some people worry that focusing on money will make them materialistic or shallow, that somehow caring about prosperity will diminish their spiritual life or their focus on what really matters. But there's actually nothing spiritual about struggling financially, and nothing shallow about wanting to live comfortably. When your basic needs are met and you're not constantly worried about money, you actually have more mental and emotional energy to devote to your relationships, your personal growth, your service to others, and your spiritual development. If you notice resistance coming up when you speak your affirmations, don't let that discourage you. Resistance is actually a sign that you're bumping up against old programming, which means you're in exactly the right place to create change. The resistance isn't a sign that the affirmations aren't working. It's a sign that they're working so well that your old beliefs are trying to defend themselves. Your beautiful new life of abundance and prosperity begins right now, in this very moment, with your willingness to see yourself differently and to believe that you deserve good things. You don't have to wait until you've perfectly mastered these practices or completely eliminated all your old beliefs about money. You can start living from abundance consciousness today, taking small steps that honor your worthiness and open you up to receiving more good in your life. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up and speak your first affirmation, you'll be starting a new chapter in your relationship with money and abundance. Each time you practice these rituals, each time you choose gratitude over worry, each time you acknowledge your worthiness instead of focusing on your limitations, you're literally rewiring your brain for prosperity. You're creating new neural pathways that support abundance, and you're training your nervous system to feel safe and open around money. Remember that change happens gradually, like a flower blooming. You might not notice dramatic shifts immediately, but if you stay consistent with this practice, you'll begin to see subtle changes in how you feel about money, how you talk about your financial situation, and how opportunities start showing up in your life. You might find yourself taking inspired action toward financial goals, or noticing possibilities that you never saw before, or simply feeling more peaceful and confident about your financial future. The most important thing is to be patient and loving with yourself throughout this process. There will be days when the affirmations feel completely true and natural, and other days when they feel foreign or difficult. There will be moments when you feel excited about your financial possibilities, and other moments when old fears try to pull you back into limitation. All of this is completely normal and part of the journey. What matters most is your commitment to treating yourself with love and respect, your willingness to practice new ways of thinking about money, and your trust that the universe wants to support you in living abundantly. You are worthy of prosperity not because of what you do or achieve, but simply because you exist. You are worthy of having your needs met beautifully, of feeling financially secure, of enjoying the good things life has to offer. As we close our time together, I want to leave you with this final truth. Abundance is your natural state. Prosperity consciousness isn't something you have to earn or achieve. It's something you remember and allow. The 4 times daily practice I've shared with you is simply a way of reminding yourself of what has always been true about you. You are worthy of abundance, and money can flow to you easily and joyfully when you align your thoughts, feelings, and energy with that truth. Trust the process, be gentle with yourself, and know that every time you choose love over fear, gratitude over complaint, and possibility over limitation, you're creating a more abundant life for yourself and everyone around you. Your prosperity serves the world, and the world is ready to support you in magnificent ways. Begin today. Begin right now and watch as your life transforms in the most beautiful and surprising ways. Welcome, my dear friends. I'm so happy you're here, ready to learn the secret that can change your relationship with money forever. You know, there's something truly special that happens when we open our hearts and minds to abundance, but so many of us struggle to find that flow. If you're feeling like money just isn't coming as easily as you want it to, or if it feels like no matter how hard you try, it never seems to be enough, please know you are not alone. These feelings are so common, and I want you to understand something very important today. There is a way out of this cycle. There is a way to shift your energy, your thoughts, and your beliefs so that money can flow to you with ease. But first, we have to dive a little deeper into understanding the powerful connection between your mind, body, and finances. You see, everything we experience, our health, our relationships, our finances, begins with our thoughts. The thoughts we think shape the world around us. They influence how we feel, how we act, and even how our bodies react to different situations. So, if you are thinking thoughts like, "I'll never have enough money," or "money is always a struggle," these beliefs create a reality that matches those thoughts. It's not your fault, my dear one. Many of us are taught these beliefs from a young age, and we carry them into adulthood without even realizing the impact they're having on our lives. But I want you to know that right now, in this very moment, you have the power to change those beliefs. You have the power to reprogram your mind and open yourself to receiving abundance. Take a deep breath with me. Let go of any tension you're holding on to. I want you to understand that your thoughts and emotions have a direct impact on your financial reality. The way you feel about money, the beliefs you hold about it, will directly influence how much you attract into your life. If you're constantly stressed, fearful, or anxious about money, your body is in a state of resistance. And when you're in resistance, it's difficult for the flow of abundance to reach you. You have to be open to it, ready to receive it, and believe that you deserve it. And the first step in this process is realizing that your worth is not tied to the amount of money you have in your bank account. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about yourself when it comes to money? Do you feel deserving of abundance? Do you feel worthy of prosperity? Or do you think money is for other people, not for you? The truth is, the amount of money you have is often a reflection of how much you believe you deserve. If you believe that money is something scarce or that it's hard to come by, then that's exactly the reality you will experience. But the beautiful news is that you can change that. You can decide today, right now, that you are worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. You can shift your mindset and create new, empowering beliefs that will begin to shape your financial reality. You might be thinking, "But Louise, I've struggled with money my whole life. How can I change this now?" And to that I say, it's never too late. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. You can start fresh, right here, right now. It starts with one simple step. You must know deep in your heart, that you are worthy of all the wealth and prosperity that is available to you. You are worthy of the life you dream of, and you can create it. It all begins with how you see yourself. And this is where we start to uncover the secret that can bring money into your life faster than you ever thought possible. Self-worth is the foundation of all abundance. When you value yourself, when you know deep down that you deserve the best, you will begin to attract the best. Money, love, health. These are all reflections of how much you love and value yourself. And if you feel that you aren't deserving, that's a belief we can begin to shift. Because, my dear one, you deserve all the good that is out there for you. You deserve a life filled with abundance, and I'm here to help you remember that. You might be asking, how do I change this? Well, let's start with a simple, powerful affirmation. Say it with me now. I am worthy of all the wealth and abundance the universe has to offer. Say it again, slowly, and really feel it in your heart. I am worthy of all the wealth and abundance the universe has to offer. Notice how your body feels when you say these words. Do you feel any resistance, any doubt? That's okay. It's normal. The key is to repeat this affirmation every day until it feels true for you. The more you say it, the more you begin to believe it, and the more your reality starts to shift. I want to share a little story with you. There was once a woman who struggled with money her entire life. She lived paycheck to paycheck and always felt like there was never enough. She believed that money was scarce and that she wasn't meant to have it. But one day, she heard someone talk about the power of self-worth and how it affects our financial reality. She decided to try something different. She began to say every day, I am worthy of all the wealth and abundance the universe has to offer. At first, it felt silly to her. She didn't believe it. But she kept saying it. And over time, something began to shift inside of her. She felt more confident. She started making decisions that aligned with her worth. And do you know what happened? Money started to flow to her. It wasn't all at once, but little by little, opportunities started appearing, and her financial situation began to change. It was like a whole new world opened up to her. She had changed her mindset, and as a result, her financial reality changed too. This, my dear one, is the power of self-worth. When you start to believe that you deserve abundance, that money is meant for you just as much as it is for anyone else, you open the door to a new world of possibility. It's not about struggling or hustling harder. It's about knowing, deep in your heart, that you are worthy of everything good, including financial abundance. You don't have to do anything special to deserve it. You simply have to claim it. You are worthy, and once you truly believe this, you will begin to see the flow of money coming to you, sometimes in unexpected ways. Now, I want you to take a moment and reflect on your own beliefs about money. What messages did you receive growing up about money? Were you told that money was hard to come by, or that only a few people could have it? These beliefs may have been planted in your subconscious, but the beautiful thing is that you have the power to uproot them and replace them with new, empowering beliefs. You can decide today that you are worthy of all the money you desire. You can decide today to open yourself to receiving the abundance that is waiting for you. Repeat this with me now. I release all limiting beliefs about money and open myself to limitless abundance. Let these words sink into your being. Feel them in every part of you. As you say these words, You're clearing the old, limiting thoughts and making space for new, abundant ones to take root. You are worthy of everything you desire, and now it's time to let that belief shine brightly in your life. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your beliefs will shift. And when your beliefs shift, your reality will shift with them. The universe is always ready to support you, but first, you must align your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with abundance. As you do this, you will begin to notice that opportunities arise, people enter your life who can help you, and money begins to flow into your experience with ease. Remember, my dear one, you are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of wealth. And as you change your thoughts, you change your life. The secret is simple. Believe in your worth, release limiting beliefs, and watch the flow of money come to you. You are deserving of all the prosperity the universe has to offer, and it is on its way to you now. Now that we've begun the journey of shifting your thoughts and beliefs about money, let's take this a step further. You see, it's not enough to simply acknowledge that you are worthy of wealth. You must also cultivate a positive mindset about money. We live in a world where we are often taught that there's not enough to go around, that we must compete for what's ours, and that money is something scarce. But I want you to remember and truly embrace that abundance is all around you. There is no shortage of wealth in the universe. The universe is infinitely abundant, and there's more than enough for everyone, including you. Let's start by exploring how a positive mindset can directly impact your financial reality. When you hold a positive mindset about money, you begin to see opportunities where others might see obstacles. You begin to feel a sense of possibility, of hope, instead of feeling trapped by your current situation. This shift in perspective doesn't happen overnight, but with practice it becomes a natural part of your way of being. And I'm here to tell you that you are capable of making this shift. It begins with gratitude. I know, it might sound simple, but gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal. When you can be truly thankful for the money you already have, even if it feels small or insignificant at times, you send out a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. Gratitude is magnetic. It draws in more of what you appreciate. So take a moment right now, wherever you are, and think about the money you do have. Maybe it's not as much as you'd like, but it is enough for today. You have food on your table, a roof over your head, and the ability to pay for the things that matter most to you. These are all signs of abundance. The more you acknowledge this, the more the universe will show you that there is even more to be grateful for. Repeat this affirmation with me now. I am grateful for the money I have, and I welcome even more into my life. Feel the truth of these words as you speak them. Let the gratitude in your heart grow, and feel the flow of abundance already beginning to move in your direction. It's as if you are preparing a space in your life for even greater wealth to enter. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will notice how the universe responds with even more blessings, financial or otherwise. Now that we've embraced the power of gratitude, let's talk about the secret to manifesting money quickly. I know many of you are eager to learn this, and I'm so glad you're ready. The secret is simpler than you might think, but it requires a shift in your mindset and your actions. Here it is. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the energy of abundance, money can flow to you faster than you've ever imagined. It's not just about wishing for more or hoping that things will change. It's about truly believing deep in your core that abundance is your birthright and that money is meant to flow to you. This alignment isn't something that requires years of practice or complicated rituals. It starts with something simple, your thoughts. As you begin to think positively about money, to believe that it can flow to you with ease, you will begin to notice that opportunities to create and attract wealth start to appear. It's like a key unlocking a door you didn't even know was there. This is the magic of alignment. Let's pause here and do something together. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a life where money comes to you easily. Picture yourself living in financial freedom, feeling secure and abundant. What does that life look like? How does it feel? Notice the joy and peace that come with knowing that money is not a struggle. It is a natural, abundant part of your life. Hold on to this vision and know that it is possible for you. This vision is not just a dream. It is your future, and it can begin to manifest now if you align with the energy of abundance. Say this affirmation with me. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and in abundance. As you repeat it, feel it in your body. Imagine that money is already flowing to you, that abundance is already here. The more you align with this feeling, the faster it will become your reality. It's not magic. It's the law of attraction. What you focus on expands, and by focusing on abundance, you invite more of it into your life. I know it might sound simple, and you might be thinking, but I've tried this before and it didn't work. That's okay, dear one. Sometimes the timing isn't right, or there's something deeper in our beliefs that needs to be cleared. But don't lose hope. You are on the right path. The more you practice, the more aligned you will become with abundance. And trust me, the universe is always ready to support you when you're ready to receive. I want to share a story with you now. There was once a man who was in a lot of financial debt. He had tried everything he could think of to make ends meet, but nothing seemed to work. He felt trapped in his situation and desperate for change. One day, he decided to try something different. He started affirming every day, "Money comes to me easily, frequently, and in abundance." He also practiced gratitude for the little bits of money he already had. And do you know what happened? Slowly but surely, his circumstances began to shift. He received unexpected opportunities, job offers, business ventures, and even financial gifts from people who just wanted to help. His belief in abundance opened the door for the universe to bring him more. What had once seemed impossible was now his reality. This story, my dear, is a testament to the power of alignment. When we begin to believe that abundance is not only possible but inevitable, the universe responds. The more you align your thoughts and feelings with prosperity, the more money will flow to you. It may come in small amounts at first, but as you continue to practice, you will begin to notice a snowball effect. The key is consistency and trust. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor and that abundance is on its way. Now let's talk about another powerful tool to help you manifest money faster. Visualization. Visualization is an incredibly powerful technique that athletes, artists, and successful people of all kinds use to manifest their goals and dreams. When you visualize yourself as already having the wealth and financial freedom you desire, You are sending out a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Visualization helps you to see the possibility, and when you can see it, you start to believe it. And when you believe it, you begin to live it. Take a moment now to close your eyes and imagine yourself living a life of abundance. Picture yourself waking up in the morning with a sense of peace and joy, knowing that money is flowing effortlessly into your life. See yourself making confident financial decisions and enjoying the freedom that comes with financial security. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the love. This vision is real and it's yours. The more you visualize, the more you are aligning yourself with that reality. Say this affirmation with me. I see myself as a magnet for wealth and prosperity. As you repeat it, visualize your life filled with abundance. The more you do this, the more natural it will feel. Your reality will begin to match your vision. This is how powerful you are, my dear one. You have the ability to create the life you desire, starting with your thoughts and your feelings. As we continue on this journey, I want you to remember this. Abundance is your birthright, and it is available to you now. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and trust that you are worthy of all the wealth the universe has to offer. Keep affirming, keep visualizing, and most importantly, keep believing. Your financial freedom is just around the corner. Now let's dive a little deeper into something that many of us have struggled with when it comes to attracting wealth: fear and doubt. These two emotions can be some of the greatest obstacles standing in the way of the abundance you deserve. Fear about not having enough money, fear about losing what you do have, and the doubt that you can ever truly experience financial freedom are all common feelings. And I want to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, that it's okay to feel these emotions. They don't make you any less worthy of abundance. In fact, acknowledging them is the first step in overcoming them. But we must also remember that fear and doubt are just feelings. They do not define your reality unless you allow them to. Let's take a moment to really explore why fear and doubt can hold such power over us. At their core, they come from a belief that we are not in control of our lives, that something outside of us is dictating our financial future. But here's the truth. You are the creator of your own reality. Fear and doubt arise when we forget that we have the ability to shape our future. These feelings come from a place of not trusting ourselves or the universe. But the moment we begin to trust, truly trust, that abundance is our birthright, those fears begin to fade. Now I want you to reflect on any fears or doubts you may have about money. Are you afraid that there will never be enough? Do you doubt that you can truly manifest the wealth you desire? It's important to acknowledge these thoughts, but I want to remind you that they are not the truth. They are just stories you've been telling yourself, and it's time to rewrite those stories. Here's a powerful affirmation to help release fear and doubt. I trust that money is flowing to me, and I am open to receiving it. As you say these words, feel the truth of them in your body. Imagine yourself letting go of the fear that has been holding you back. Visualize the doubt lifting off your shoulders like a heavy weight, allowing you to step forward into a future filled with financial freedom. Let go of the need to control every detail. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see the exact path. The more you trust, the more money will flow into your life. Now, let's turn our attention to something that will help you strengthen this trust in the universe: action. Many people think that manifesting wealth is all about thinking positive thoughts or saying affirmations. And while these things are important, there is also an element of action. Taking inspired action is what aligns your energy with your desires. You don't need to have all the answers, but when an opportunity presents itself, take that first step, even if it feels small. The universe responds when you show that you are ready to receive by moving forward. It's also important to remember that money often flows in unexpected ways. It might not always come through your job or the way you think it should. Stay open to the various ways abundance can show up in your life. Sometimes the opportunities you least expect will lead you to the greatest rewards. Let's take a moment now to reflect on how you can begin to take inspired action in your life. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you've been meaning to talk to, or perhaps it's applying for a job that excites you. Maybe it's simply saying yes to an opportunity that feels right, even if it's outside your comfort zone. Whatever it is, know that your action is a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Trust that the right opportunities will come to you when you are open to them. I want to share one last story with you about someone who overcame fear and doubt to manifest incredible wealth. There was a woman who was stuck in a job she hated, earning just enough to get by. She always dreamed of doing something different, but she was too afraid to leave the security of her current situation. One day, she decided to let go of her fear and take a leap of faith. She quit her job and started a business doing what she loved. It wasn't easy, and there were moments of doubt, but she kept trusting that the universe would support her. Slowly, her business began to grow, and with it, her income. She had taken inspired action, and in doing so, she opened herself to a world of possibilities. The more she trusted herself, the more the universe provided. And today, she's living a life of financial freedom, doing what she loves, and helping others do the same. This is the power of letting go of fear, trusting the universe, and taking inspired action. Now let's bring all of this together. You have the power to manifest the financial abundance you desire, and it all begins with you. It starts with believing that you are worthy of wealth, letting go of limiting beliefs, and shifting your mindset to one of abundance. It requires cultivating a positive mindset about money, practicing gratitude, and visualizing your financial freedom. It also means overcoming fear and doubt, trusting that the universe has your back, and taking inspired action when the time is right. You are capable of living a life of financial abundance, and you are already on your way. I want to remind you, dear one, that abundance is your birthright. You are deserving of all the wealth and prosperity that the universe has to offer, and it is already on its way to you. Trust in the process, and know that as you shift your mindset and take inspired action, you will begin to see the results. Your financial freedom is closer than you think. Now let's end with a powerful affirmation to carry with you throughout your day. I am worthy of limitless wealth, and it is already on its way to me. Repeat this affirmation as often as you need to. And remember, you are worthy of all the abundance the universe is ready to bless you with. Take a deep breath and know that you are on the path to living a life filled with financial freedom. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and know that everything you desire is already yours. You are powerful, you are deserving, and abundance is your destiny.